Dad, I can barely carry this, it's too heavy.
Well, who else would help me carry it out? Besides, you're making progress, don't act like you can't do it.
Whatever. Whoa Jesus, I almost slept on something. Boris, did you check?
I barely check the floor, I don't vacuum it either.
Dad, come on, you got to up your responsibility.
My main goal is to live and relax for myself, not for my damn house.
Well, you almost killed me, it could have happened to you.
Cool, I'll die 50 years later anyway, so who cares? I just want to sell this TV already and get more money to relax with from the strict budget I have to use to take care of you by the law.
Do you hate me, Dad?
No.
Then why do you torture me all the time?
It's none of your business.
Maybe I'll try to prove a point. Caillou, it's probably not a good idea to do this, he'll probably just celebrate your death anyway. It's a chance to prove that maybe Boris has some sympathy. He admitted he didn't hate me, so there's a chance. Not hating and liking are two different things, Caillou. Make up your mind. What's the point here anymore? I don't want to live anyway. This is unnecessary. Life won't be this way
What's
forever.
the tea like
Further
just
about
give up.
life. Dad will never care anyway, just fucking drop the gun. You don't know what death
heaven
or
or
hell
hell
even
says
life doesn't matter.
God, I am
Does
so
heaven
dead,
or
I
hell
don't
even
know what
exist.
to do.
It's not
Don't
hating
further
and
about
liking
life.
are two different
Life
lives.
won't
Scale
be this
like
way.
further
Make
about
up
your
your
mind.
Is there any reason you could point out why your son would commit suicide?
Well, I'm not sure. I've never gotten to know what Caillou thinks about in his spare time, and I never look at what he does either.
Very well then, your son's room is all clear, blood is all cleaned and the gun and electronics are all taken in for evidence. Is there anything you want to say before we leave?
Nope, you can take care.
Very well, good day sir.
Now, where's that stupid budget chart? Give me the usual.
Oh hey Boris, so wait, which usual? You always have different usuals.
The beer.
Anyway, I got this letter from your uncle telling me to give it you when you see him.
Huh? How did he know this was my usual place? Oh cool, more money.
What was that for? A birthday gift?
No, it was for the death of my only son recently.
Oh. Sorry for your loss.
May it wasn't tragic, but I'll say that death must have hurt real bad.
Okay. So I must say something at least must have had a negative effect on you for sure?
Nope, not a bit.
So you seriously don't have anything to say?
Not that I can think of.
A kid you put so much value into. That you worked very hard to raise since day one? A huge accomplishment you had your whole life put into getting shafted away.
I don't see what you're trying to get at.
You lost a kid. How does that not affect you in any way?
Oh, it did affect me. I no longer have a tight budget, so I was able to get a spare shirt and…
Do you seriously not have any value for human life?
Oh, you're one of them. The truth is, no, I don't.
Why?
Here's a bigger question, why not? Is there really any purpose or of getting into any sort of relationship with anybody? I mean, all I can do for the world is just live with it, get an ice cream, buy a house and sleep before my death comes like everyone else. Is there really even a purpose for human life on this planet to even live? I don't know if it's just me, but all we do around here is just live and die finding something to be good about. Not that people are actually special just because we have a complexity, and once around death, You forgot everything you've ever done in your whole life, and it wouldn't serve any meaning to when you see all black feeling nothing, because there's nothing else ahead of you. We all share that fate. Which confuses me why murder is considered a crime. Is it just because people are afraid of death?
Life is complicated.
I know that well enough, and I still stand by what I said.
But okay, so what if you feel it's not important? I think it's fair that people know how to feel and we should all be given credit for.
But even with that all around, we all still come off as equally pointless. People want to keep acting like we are more special than just talking meatballs because they just want to feel good about themselves. Life just wants to act like it's all about that. They tend to make up religion and give advice just to shove it down each other's throats. My throat.
Have you ever gone into a relationship before?
Only once. But just as a friend, and that's it. It was a girl named Pella. I thought maybe I would try to get into relationships with someone to see what it feels like, to see how it'd be to actually be with someone. We both would just like to get an ice cream, go to a movie, that kind of stuff. Then I started to realize that Pella had some kind of pregnancy fetish. She wanted to become pregnant. So she kidnapped me, put me in a room naked. I was all tied up. I couldn't get out. Then Pella walked into the door also naked. And she started taking my dick and putting it in her vagina. I came. Months later Pella died as she gave birth, and I was told under the law to have legal custody of the child. That's when life started to force me into their little game of quote-unquote relationship.
So because something happened to you gave you the grudge to hate your child? Because you were so disturbed over what happened in the past?
No, whining about the past is for crybabies, and I wouldn't give a shit about this mentality about life, at least if it wasn't for the fact I was forced to play along with it. The reason why Kaylu was hard for me from the start to finish was because it was a pain that I felt wouldn't go away. I had to force myself to feed the kid, pay for it, take it to school, take it to after-school programs, pay insurance. Shit and shit and shit and shit, something I have never asked for in the first place. It was a stupid thing life forced me into on what it takes to love and care, and I constantly shit on my son in a way of replying back to life saying no shit, there's no way in a million years that you can convince me there is something special about life. No, it's just a thing that exists. So why don't you just leave me the fuck alone and bother some other naive piece of shit about your stupid fucking game? Thanks for the beer. See ya tomorrow.